All right, and welcome to Friday of Week 6 of the Ukatsu High School Esports League. My name is Ben Brooks, the co-founder of Ukatsu, and with me tonight we have Jeffrey Galaxy Fox Mullen, the A-team jungler for Rockbridge High School, who will be co-casting with me tonight.
How you
feel,
going,
Jeffrey?
y'all? I'm doing real good.
All right, how do you feel? All right, tonight we're getting into the last games of the second round robin of the season. Again, it's a 9-week season where these kids are playing against the teams. So you see Hickman, we have Jeff City, we have Rockbridge, and of course we have Battle here. And with tonight being finished, it'll end the second round robin. So very important games are on the line right here, about it's the second thirds of the season.
Yeah.
And right about now is where teams are really trying to get those final wins, get the final push for the playoff seeding. That'll happen in the next 4 weeks or so. So these games are very, very important, especially when you take into account Hickman over here, who is sitting at a 4-1 record, tied currently with Rockbridge High School, also at a 4-1 record.
5-1.
5-1 record, correct. Well, yeah, currently Rockbridge 5-1. Hickman hopefully trying to get their 5-1 record tonight up against Battle. But first and foremost, we got to jump into the B-team games. And very excited, though, for, of course, it's actually really crazy to think about that we've had almost 5.5 weeks of this high school esports season. It's very
insane.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I'm very, very excited. Every single game has been just phenomenal to watch. And these high schoolers on stage, watching them communicate, watching them grow. Every single week, it seems to me that they've progressed in some way or another, whether it's drafts from the coaches or just communication or even just like as players. Very exciting to watch. But if the teams are ready to go, we'll be jumping into the picks and ban phases whenever the teams are ready. But again, though, before we get into it, though, I've got to thank our sponsors for making this league possible. Thank you to Columbia College, Armstrong, Teasdale, Veterans United, and Hawthorne Bank. Without you guys, we wouldn't have a high school esports league. So that's pretty exciting. But for the most part, though, if we are ready to jump into picks and bans, we're good to go. All right. Maybe we aren't ready to go, but that's perfectly fine because there's definitely so much to talk about in this game. Again, coming into tonight, though, we have the B-team rosters for Battle and Hickman. Battle being the home team for tonight, so they're actually going to be on the left side, the blue side, which means they'll pick first, they'll ban first, and on the red team, which is the away team, will be Hickman High School. They kind of get the counter pick kind of as the matchups go.
First ban is Galio for Battle.
Yeah, Battle High School. Yeah, so this phase of the game, like we saw in the video beforehand, it's kind of where teams decide what they don't want to play against and what they do want to play against. The ban phase comes out first, and they're kind of taking away champions that players have either found that the other team is very comfortable with, or I apologize, we actually haven't swapped over to the actual. You guys couldn't even see what we were talking about, but now it is. We're right here fixed. Here we are, the picks and ban phases for Battle and Hickman High School. Their B-team rosters once again. So like we said before, right now they're banning away the champions they don't feel comfortable playing with. On the left side is Hickman, and on the right side, left side is Battle, on the right side is Hickman. And so the first 3 bans they pull out make a lot of sense to me. We see the Galio ban being targeted at Alec Alejero James, the mid laner for Hickman's B squad. He's shown so much, so much on the Galio pick. It's pretty crazy how much pressure he's had.
It's insane.
So that ban makes a lot of sense. On the other side, though, of course, you see the Zach ban coming out. Very meta pick again, a lot of engage. A lot of teams in this league really like that Zach pick as a jungler.
I mean,
you
good.
specifically like that. Of course, though, we actually do have a substitute top laner for the B-team roster for Hickman High School. In the top lane, we have Sam B-Flaps 97 Broderson. He actually did play in Week 1, but for this week around, he's coming back again, back in Week 5. And Trinamir, if we remember, actually, was the champion he selected, 4 weeks ago now, 5 weeks ago.
Wow.
So, and he executed a pretty strong split push kind of composition. So when we get into this game here, we're going to see if he does the same thing. A lot of pressure going to be coming out from Mr. Sam Broderson in the top lane. We see the Zoe, though, selected for Hickman High School's B mid laner, Alec Alejero. Again, last week he kind of almost, I don't want to say again, it was against Rockbridge, I apologize, but he did decimate the entire B-team roster on that Zoe pick.
I would just like to forget last week. That's okay.
It's okay. Everyone has those games. You know, it's something. And again, another pick that Alec is very comfortable on.
For sure.
Yeah. See this again, a different pick though coming out for the jungler. So this time around, we see Warwick for you know who it is. We've seen him play top lane. He did play jungle last week. I believe he also played that pick, and the Sejuani pick coming out for Nathan Elmore.
I think it's very interesting, these 2 jungle picks. They're not necessarily super meta, but Warwick is good on his own, and then the Sejuani is in an interesting spot right now. But considering the rest of their team comes so far, I think Nathan could do really good on it.
Yeah, it seemed to be kind of his sort of play style. Yeah. Nathan, the jungler for Hickman's B squad, he really does like those engage kind of picks. He likes to put a lot of pressure on the mid lane specifically, helping get Alec ahead in this game. On the other side, though, for Battle, they've picked the Ashe and the Braum pick for the bot lane. We got the icy sort of elemental heroes in the bot lane. They do a lot of slows. We'll have a lot of CC being crowd control, think stuns, think roots, that kind of stuff. And it's not a lot of fun to deal with in team fights. So you see a lot of engage, a lot of disengage from that Battle bot lane. We also see Ari coming out for Nathaniel Klein, Sir Klein in the mid lane for Battle High School. He's been the primary carry for Battle's B team in the last couple of weeks. He was recently subbed in around week 4, I believe. Week 4, yeah, and he's coming and he's meshed pretty well with his team. I believe so. I believe he came in week 4. Week 3, week 4 for Sir Klein.
You're right. I can't remember.
Yeah, and last week, though, on the Swain pick, almost... Oh, what's Swain? Yeah, the Swain pick, almost solo carrying that game right into Battle High School. Or into Hick... No, they played... Battle played... Yeah, Battle played Hickman last week.
Yeah, Hickman. Wait.
No, they played Jeff City. Actually, yeah, Jeff City's first one. There's so many games going by. Again, that was a really good game, though, from Battle's B squad. They actually were tied. Yeah, they were tied with Hickman's B squad. They were actually leading the standings for the B team games up until last week when Jefferson City's B squad got their first win off of Battle. So they're looking for a bounce-back win tonight.
For sure.
And that's pretty exciting, though, for both teams here.
Then for Hickman's bot lane, they got Varus and Tom Kench. I think that's a pretty nasty combo right now, but we'll see how they do into the Ashe Braum.
That's one thing that we'll talk a little bit more about what the champions do when we get into the game here. But the Tom Kench being the support, being played by Tim Peters, ADAS pretty good. Normally the top laner for Hickman's B side. The Tom Kench has this ability that allows him to kind of essentially eat his teammate. So whenever they're stunned, he can kind of take them to safety by consuming them, putting them in his mouth, and he kind of runs away, which is really effective in the champions like the Warwick that Battle has, like the Ashe ultimate that Battle has. Again, we talk all about all the CC, all the crowd control that Coach Salmons, the coach of Battle High School, has drafted, and Tom Kench is a pretty good answer to that. You can just kind of take them out entirely whenever they get locked down. So we're going to see if Tim Peters can perform on that Tom Kench pick. Going to be pretty cool to highlight. But for the most part, like we just said before, though, a lot of CC on Battle Squad, but also a lot of crowd control coming out from the Hickman squad. We talked about the Zoe bubbles last week. We saw so many of those. You hit you once, Alec will hit you once with those, and he'll deal almost half your health towards the mid part of that game. Ferris with the ultimate as well. Or he'll just one-shot you, correct. We did see a little bit of that as well last week. And that's really what's going to be about. I think they have enough wave clear as well, especially if they're going to execute a split pushing composition. We talk about split pushing. It's kind of one way to play this game. They give it like a play style, and split pushing essentially puts one person in a top lane or a bottom lane, and they solo try to attract pressure to that lane, while the other 4 members of the team try to force objective on the other side of the map. So it forces the other team into a very difficult situation where they have to decide, hey, what are we going to respond to? So we're going to see if Sam Broderson, B-Flaps in the top lane, can execute that this game around too. Now, currently, though, we're at 1 minute remaining, and there's 3 minute spectators delay. Again, if you're not Riot Games, Riot Studios, the makers of League of Legends, you have to wait 3 minutes to jump into the spectating of these games. But these players are already in there right now, and we're going to get to it in about 45 seconds here. Yes, as well, though, we want to thank you guys, though, for all of you live audience people tonight. We want to hear you guys right now. How many of you guys think Battle High School is going to win tonight? Let's hear it for Battle High School. All right, pretty loud.
Yeah.
And right now, leading the B team standings. So let's hear it for Hickman High School and for this home crowd. What do you guys think? All right, sounds pretty close. Again, thank you guys for coming out to the live audience to watch this high school esports session. Again, we have concessions tonight as well. Feel free to stop by, check them out, get some free snacks. Not free snacks. They're not free. I don't know why I said free. They are not free. They are not free snacks. I lied. I'm confused. But they're very, very good. They're very healthy as well, and you can't find prices better than these at Ukatsu. So thank you guys for coming out tonight and supporting your local high school esports teams.
You can't find prices better than these at Ukatsu. You're right. You only have one price for everything.
Very true. Anyway, it's Friday. Again, it's Friday. Very excited to be here. That's probably the best part about tonight, actually, is after the second round robin completes itself, there's going to be three weeks remaining. Yeah. Exactly. The last time these teams are going to play each other again. And what it kind of boils down to is, like, specifically for Rockbridge and Hickman, right? If you guys don't lose a match to either Jeff City or Battle, it's going to be the tiebreaker that decides it all. It's going to decide who's actually the first seed going into playoffs.
It's very, very nerve-wracking.
I feel the pressure. I think a lot of these teams are starting to feel the pressure here. A lot of these wins really, really matter when it talks about the standings. There are only 4 teams in this league right now.
Yep.
So when you take into account, you win, they lose, you kind of swap spots in the standings here. Every single one is important. Yeah, I think that's the most part, though, why we're seeing so many different picks, different bands throughout the league. It's very, very exciting to watch. But without much of anything else here, I think we're going to be jumping into the game. I believe so. Here we go. And here we go. Again, this is week 6 of the Ukatsu High School Esports League. On the blue side, we have Battle High School's B Squad, and on the red side, we have Hickman High School's B Squad. Battle sitting at a 3-2 record. Hickman leading the standings for the B teams with a 4-1 record. Now, in the top lane, again, last week was his first showing on this team, but we have Jacob Hendrick playing Father Bard currently. That's the account name he's currently on. We've had some account switches, but I think this is the account he's going to be playing on for the rest of the season. Playing Aatrox, a pick he played last week. It was into a very difficult lane early on, but he bounced back and pretty much carried 1 or 2 team fights later point in the game. So we're going to see how Jacob does into this week, into the Hickman squad, which arguably, I guess, the best B-team squad there is. So getting thrown into the fire right off the bat here. Of course, now coming for the jungle position, we have, you know who it is, 77, Abdul El Walid. Again, one of the, very exciting to watch him, very fun player. His sister is actually one of the players on the A team, so we see another family member coming in. It's very exciting to watch. I know they like to support each other and come out to all the practices. In the mid lane, talked about him a little bit earlier, we have Sir Klein, Nathaniel Klein, in the mid lane playing this Ari pick. Again, the Fox lady, she just kind of got a little bit of a rework, little kind of fixes on some of his abilities, so a little bit different here. We'll see if Alec can play around this new champion. Essentially, kind of what they did with some of her abilities. I guess they're not new, just kind of reworked. Of course, in the bot lane, too, we have Kobe McCullum, Icy Mr. Lamb on the Ash pick. We've seen this multiple times. A pretty decent marksman, kind of all around, more of a utility pick. Not so much dealing so much damage, but there to lock people down, along with Braum, Lane Story, LG Story 36. Again, this is his second week. Last week was his debut, so we're going to see how well he does this week, again, alongside Kobe.
Sure. And for the top lane on Hickman's B team, we have Sam Jacob Broderson. Oh, Bufflaps. Bufflaps Broderson?
Yeah, that is correct. That is his name.
That's a nice name you have there. And for the jungler for Hickman, we have Nathan Nelmore Elmore. I've played against him a few times, and hopefully he can do well tonight. For the mid lane, we have Alejiro James.
I'm sure we'll talk about him more later tonight.
We'll talk about him a lot. For our bot lane, we have Hickman's bot lane. We have Tom Lawless.
I'm very excited. I always love saying that name on this Varus pick. He hasn't played this champion yet. Varus also kind of had a little bit of an ability change here. So we're going to see how well he performs on this champion. Again, haven't seen it yet.
And then for their support, we have Tim A. That's Pretty Good Peters killing the Tom Kinch. Hopefully he can eat some people up and save some lives and kill a few also.
And actually, we might have just missed it, but I do believe that Abdul El Wali has just stolen the red buff of Nathan Elmore. Normally, Nathan had a couple of invades last week, but what he did, he just went into the enemy's jungle, essentially. And the jungle is where this position goes to farm. That's how they get their gold, gets their experience. And he just stole one of the camps away from Nathan Elmore.
You know who it is? That's a pretty good pathing, figuring out that... I guess not figuring out, but assuming that Nelmore started bot lane blue, and he just took advantage of him.
Yeah, Nathan Elmore playing the Sejuani pick, more of a tank, more of the engage, a lot slower clears. That's really how quickly she's able to kill her camps. And I guess knowing that she was going to be slow on the clear, got the clean invade. But it does look like, though, he's looking for the return invade. It doesn't look like... Abdul, you know who it is, 77, has gotten back to his red buff. So we see Nathan Elmore trying to get into his enemy's jungle and trying to steal back in return.
Oh, and you know who it is? Isn't even checking his red buff yet.
He doesn't know.
It looks like Nathan's going to get it very, very cleanly.
Yeah, that's a clean trade then. He has to trade it back and forth. It also looks like, though, after that, he looks He might be going for a gank on the bot lane. You see Battle's bot lane currently, they're pushed up pretty far with no vision. They do not know that Nathan is coming in from behind. We're seeing the first gank of the night. We're seeing the stun coming out from the Braum. He's still going to get eaten, though, by Tim Peters. ADS pretty good. We did say before that he can eat teammates. He can also eat
First
enemies.
blood goes to Nathan Elmore.
Yeah, so great jungle pathing by Nathan Elmore to understand that he just got invaded, but in return to take Abdul's red buff and then find the clean gank in the bot lane. They were getting pushed up, so that's pretty good jungle play. Great play all around, though, for Hickman High School getting the first blood. All right, they also do believe LG Story. He did burn his flash, Lane Story, so that's one more summoner spell he won't have in the next
Lamb
invade.
also burns both his sums.
Correct.
So there's no heals, there's no flashes. Really, their bot lane needs to be playing safe for the next 5 minutes because without those flashes, the ganks will probably become nonstop.
Yeah, otherwise it seems to have slowed down a little bit, but because of that pressure in the bot lane, we see now almost a 10 CS differential at the 5-minute mark. CS being creep score when you kill minions, these little guys that push the lane. When you kill them, you get the last hit on them, it grants you bonus gold. Gold being the currency that allows you to buy items, and items, of course, make you stronger. So when you talk about CS differences, that's really what you take into account, how strong people are this early on when no one really has any kills.
Does Airtrox take lethal tempo? Is that the normal?
I can't not be certain. I believe he's supposed to take
Conquer?
Yeah, I believe so, but we'll see. He did play it last week, so it could be a miss build on that rune page, but we're not really sure when we jump into it. Again, Jacob Hendrick, a newer player on this team for Battle High School. Haven't seen him play anything other than Aatrox, but he's doing much better into this lane than he did last week.
So there's a bubble. That's a hashtag feels bad, man.
Yeah, we see the Ignite coming out from that pickup on the Zoe from Alec Alejero. So much damage, so much pressure. Alec really does a good job of just, I guess, kind of rolling over his lane early on and then translating that
Nathan's
pressure.
trying to get a gank off top lane. He's going to be spotted on a ward. And
And Trinamir does get the slow.
Aatrox gets out.
Father Bard flashes away and escapes with his life. But they do pick up a free flash. So again, I'd say that's another successful gank by Nathan Elmore. We're going to see here, though, is he going to get the
three flashes down on their team? That's not good.
Yeah, forget. So there's now multiple lanes that Nelmore can gank knowingly, or I guess knowing that they won't have their summoner spells up to escape. That's actually something you did last week, actually. You understood, or actually on Wednesday, into Chase Ruiz, the top laner for Jefferson City. He burned his flash, and you came back around and punished him again.
It was a little sneaky.
Yeah, it makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Summoner spells are very, very important when you take into account where you want to put your pressure on the map. And we kept talking about it a little bit, but Flash is a spell that every character in this game can take, and it basically allows them to blink a short distance, teleport a short distance, and they can use that every 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And so definitely a really good escape tool when you have it up.
It looks like Tom Wallace is almost, well, he was almost 10 CS up, but the lead is slowly building in that bot lane, and that is not good for Nash.
Yeah, playing the newer Varus pick is really exciting to watch. I talked a little bit earlier about the evolution of some of these players. Tom Lawless. I believe when he first came into this league, he wasn't the most experienced League of Legends player. I can't even be certain. I don't believe he was actually an AD carry main. I believe he just liked the champion Quinn. And so they just put him in bot lanes as Quinn was a marksman. And look at him now. He's playing multiple different marksmen. He's learning new champions. And he's
starting to play really
doing
well.
pretty well, yeah. And I think that's the coolest part about some of these players in this league. We have such a diverse repertoire of players. When we talk about, I guess, some of their backgrounds, some players are in band. We have some players who are in multiple different sports. But here they all are playing League of Legends, a video game. For these high school esports athletes, it's pretty fun to watch. See the bubble coming out from Alec Alejero, taking a lot of damage from the Zoe. His Q doesn't land, but the stun coming out from Nathan Elmore locks down Sir Klein. See the counter gank, though. The counter gank coming in from Abdul El Walid. You know who it is, 77, burning the flash from Alec. Alec is going to land the bubble. It looks like no one's going to go down. Oh, maybe not, though. It looks like Nathan Elmore's going for the re-engage, but Abdul trying to finish off Nathan. He gets stunned, though. Oh, he's going way too far. It doesn't look like he's going to get it. He uses the blast cone to try to escape. And he's going to get out.
Oh, my God.
I believe he's going to get... He does get out.
Oh, my God. That was insane. What happened was Nathan came in for a gank, threw out the Sejuani ult, predicted somehow Circline's flash, and then you know who it is came in for the counter gank, followed them into their own jungle, and barely escaped from his life.
Yeah. I like the aggression coming out from you-know-who it is 77, where the counter gank doesn't quite get it, but understands that he might be able to chase them down if Nathan Elmore wasn't able to get that icy stun there with his E ability, then he probably would have gone down there.
Looks like bot lane has all of their summoners back, so they can now flash and heal, but all of the mid laners' sums are down, so they can't go anywhere in the map. Nathan's flash and you know his flash is down. There's a lot of sums down on the top side of the map.
Yeah, as we're entering into the 10-minute mark in this game, Hickman currently is up by about 1,400 gold, 1,400 gold, say. Yeah, and only 1 kill, no other objectives on the map. And for the most part, for a Hickman game, we think about how much pressure Nathan usually exerts on this map and how far ahead Alejero usually gets. Just traditionally in these games, it's a pretty tame game so far for these B team rosters.
Which I'm happy it's not a smash. Watching smashes is not the greatest thing.
Yeah, I think that's the best part about these teams. They're constantly evolving, and specifically for Battle High School, they've had so many different substitutions throughout this season. Different players coming on board, some players having to work on their grades to make sure they can get back on that roster here. So Battle High School constantly evolving week in and week out. This is probably the first time, actually. Maybe not quite the first time, but one of the only times that they're going to have the same roster for their B and A teams 2 weeks in a row.
Looks like things are just pretty slow right now.
Yeah, it looks like Nathan Elmore spotted on a ward potentially. But again, like you said before, things have slowed down. We do see the largest CS differential in the bot side of the map. Currently, Tom Lawless leads Kobe McCullen by almost 20 CS.
Look at the gold.
Yeah, we look at the gold here, actually, specifically, and that's really what you need to take into account how strong champions are. He's up by about 400 gold. Not too far ahead in items specifically, but he is up in creep score and minion kills.
Yeah.
So
If the bot lane, if Battle's bot lane doesn't take advantage of something soon, I'm afraid that the Varus is going to get a little far ahead for them to handle.
And the rest of the map, we also do see a pretty large CS differential in the top lane as well. Jacob Hendrick, Father Bard, is also down by about 25 CS over Sam Broderson. Getting bullied out, which is not something you really want to see when you're talking about this Trademir pick in the top lane. When we talked about the split pushing, it's this champion right here. He likes to kind of just sit in one lane, smack away at the minions, smack away at the tower, and just solo push this lane, forcing multiple members of Battle High School to respond so that they have a numbers advantage elsewhere on the map. But again, it's pretty tame game coming into this. We actually didn't talk really about it before, but in your opinion, Jeffrey, which one of these comps would you prefer if executed? Let's say both teams are able to execute their comps the way they're supposed to be played. Which comp would you actually prefer to have?
Both teams played their comps the way they're supposed to be.
Correct.
I gotta say, I have to go with I think Battle's comp looks better to me. Got that nice constant damage from the Ahri, a nice tanky bruiser from the Warwick, a nice good engage/disengage from the Braum, a nice engage/constant DPS from the Ashe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's something to talk about. We actually don't even know if they are going to execute a split pushing composition, but to respond to a comp like that, you really need to find those engages when you have that 5v4 situation, and you need to kind of win those fights. And it's true that Battle High School does have the tools they need to just choose when they want to fight. And so I guess if executed properly, I'd probably agree with you there. But so far, though, it does look like Hickman High School is just pulling ahead slowly, inch by inch, just from CS. On the bot side of the map, though, we see Icy Mr. Lamb in actually the entire bot lane of Battle High School in a little bit deep.
CS?
Yeah, they're currently in the enemy jungle. They're behind enemy lines, so to speak.
And
does look
Alejandro
like
gets a kill
lane
on,
story does go down. I'm not even sure how they got here, but
I don't know.
they're being torn apart right now. There's nowhere for Icy Mr. Lamb to go. He burns his heel, and Alec Alejero picks up the kill.
I guess they were trying to steal the blue
I am
buff?
not quite sure at all. There were 2 kills, though, going for pretty much for free over to Hickman High School. Not really sure exactly how they even got in that situation. It could have been a blue buff steal, but the jungler wasn't even on that side of the map, so they might have just been chased up from the lane.
Idea.
We'll have to go back after this game and kind of figure out what just happened there. But because of that, they're finding the pressure now around the Dragon Pit, trying to secure vision and potentially secure the first neutral objective of the game. And we talk about drakes, elemental drakes. It's one of the big neutral monsters that you can find on either side of the river. Dragons specifically, when killed, grant their entire team a buff. The Wind Drake, the Air Drake, that this one is specifically. We're seeing the bubble coming out from Alec Alejero, rooting, putting him to sleep. You know who it is. He's healing up, though, with the ultimate. He's going to go down to Alec instead. 4 members of Hickman High School are currently in the mid lane. The ultimate coming out from Nathan Elmore locks down Sir Klein. He uses his ultimate to escape, though. So that's 1 kill going over to Hickman High School. 4 people sitting in the mid lane. Ooh, clean flash by Sir Klein there. Barely able to escape with his life. And now we're starting to see traditional Hickman plays. They have pressure. They know they're stronger, so they're trying to rotate, find those numbers advantage, and kind of spread that pressure, spread that kind of advantage across the map.
It's really unfortunate for Battle. They got collapsed on unexpectedly earlier, and then Hickman took advantage of that. And by the time the bot lane got back to Battle's bot lane got back to lane, Hickman took advantage of that.
And he's the first dragon of the game, going over to Hickman High School's B squad. The Air Drake will grant them bonus movement speed when out of combat. And that's probably not the worst of Battle's troubles right now. We see Alec Alejero James, the mid laner for Hickman High School's B squad, their primary carry. He's sitting at 3-0. He's got 3 kills. That's when we talk about a gold lead, gold differential. He's already up by over 1,000 gold over his lane opponent, Sir Klein. Sitting at 5,600 gold.
Oh, looks
he
like
actually just missed a kill in the
yeah.
top lane as well. Again, the pressure is going all over the map. Hickman High School sitting at 5 kills to 0. So much pressure coming out from Hickman right now. But yet, we see Abdul, you know who it is, fearless in the jungle, getting the steal. Tom Lawless whiffs his ultimate far right.
That was either really impressive or really bad by Hickman. I couldn't tell which.
Yeah, either way. And unafraid of the pressure that is Hickman High School. You know who it is, 77, Abdul. Fearlessly going in behind enemy lines and stealing those resources away.
It looks like the Hickman top laner, being the role that he is, the split pusher, got the kill onto Aatrox and just smashed that top lane tower, giving them the first tower, which is a bunch of bonus gold for them.
And this is likely what we're going to see. If Sam Broderstein is able to execute this correctly, he'll have vision in the enemy jungle, and he'll just consistently and constantly stay on this side of the map, smack away at these minions, and force multiple members to kind of respond to him. We already know that Father Bard, Jacob Hendrick, isn't able to respond in a one-on-one situation. So there's going to take multiple people to probably stop him from pushing this wave down. Ooh, good bubble coming up from Alec. Look at that damage coming out from the Zoe. Over 90% of Sir Klein's health taken away with one combo.
That one shot.
Narrowly dodges the comment. He already has to recall again. He was at full health before that engagement right there.
That's nasty. That shouldn't be allowed in this game. A full one-shot, and you're only 3-0 now?
Again, we're hitting almost close to the 18-minute mark, almost the 20-minute mark, about where the mid-game is going to start to kick in. Hickman High School is up 5 kills.
5K gold also.
Correct. Looks like Abdul trying to find the gank. Butt Flaps does mess up his Q ability over the wall, but it looks like he's going to escape anyway. Battle does not know, if we're looking at the vision here, they have no clue that Nathan Elmore is currently sitting in that bush as well. Father Bard probably in a little bit of trouble now in a 2v1 situation. You know who it is. He's no longer there.
Yeah.
That's a free kill going over to Hickman High School. One more kill over to Sam Broderson in the top lane. It is currently 6-0 right now.
This game might have been going slow, but man, have Hickman picked it up. They've taken towers, taken mini kills. It's just not looking good for Battle right now.
Yeah, they're finding the pressure where they need to, finding the cracks in the armor, and just prying it open, always looking for a weakness, and now they're just exerting the pressure where it needs to be. Again, they're currently sieging this tower right now. Alec is so strong. Abdul and Sir Klein probably don't have the wave clear or necessarily the items to really defend this tower if Hickman wanted to take it. It does look like they're going to recall, though, and reset back to the neutral game here. Oh, unfortunate shield there by LG Story 36. Lane Story didn't quite block the arrow there. It didn't deal that much damage, but you know, every damage counts. Every little bit of health counts.
Looks like the Trindamer, the top laner for Hickman, is up 55 CS on the battle top laner.
And then when you take into account your creep score, your CS, about 15 is equal to 1 kill. So when you start talking about 50 CS, essentially he's almost up by another 3 kills on top of the 2 kills he's already up on Jacob Hedrick, the top laner for Battle High School. So again, Battle really needs to find some sort of stopgap here. They need to be able to find more farm, maybe find picks somewhere else on the map, force fights, and maybe some number advantages somewhere else on the map to kind of find a foothold in this game. Again, we talked a little before about their composition, specifically these two down here. They have ultimate abilities that can just lock down someone from a little bit of range, and they might need to try to find some pressure down here.
They need some kind of advantage to get back into this game. They need to, take advantage of the bot lane, get this Ashe somewhere in the game. Now, I will say, one thing that I really love about this game is putting down wards and vision. This gives you vision of the enemy team to make sure that you know what's going on in this game. And surprisingly, Battle is actually crushing Hickman's vision score, especially their mid laner.
Ooh, clean ultimate though coming out from Abdul, but he's gonna get locked down by the ultimate from Nathan Elmore by the Sejuani. He's still running for his life. Alec trying to help lock him down, but Sir Klein answers in response. The bubble whiffs a little bit to the right and looks like Battle is going to escape here narrowly, but Abdul walking right into a little ambush there in his own jungle. He has to recall here, but that is the ultimate going down for the Sejuani. Nathan Elmore not having that ability if he wants to find a gank here in the mid lane. Back again to the top side of the map. Like you said before, he's down by about 60 CS. Not a whole lot he can do in this matchup against the Tryndamere. They're going to need multiple people to stop him.
They need
Sam Broderson, so much pressure coming out. And think about it, he's a substitute as well, but here he is. There's something about this league and their top laners. Top lane is a lane that's pretty prevalent across every team.
It's very, very deciding.
Ooh, Alec Alejero finding a roam down in the bot lane.
Good shield.
Most of that damage, though, blocked by the shield from Braum. Ultimate from Icy Mr. Lamb whiffs, so they will not have that engage if they want to kind of re-engage on this fight. Oh!
And looks like Icy Mr. Lamb just got annihilated by Alejero. That Zoe, that burst damage is so insane. He needs to be careful when anybody needs to be careful when they're around him.
We are seeing Sir Klein, though, coming down to the bot lane here. Seeing a lot of pressure. Sir Klein finally finds a roam down. First kill of the game going over to Battle. Tim Peters, 8S pretty good, going down to the Ahri. Ahri picks up another kill on Alec Alejero. That's a huge shutdown bonus. Doesn't look like they're going to chase down
Double kill for
anything
Nathaniel.
Else. Yep. Yeah, so that's the first couple of kills, first handful of kills going over to Battle High School, going on to their primary carry, Sir Klein. Kind of what you want to see, and you also get the shutdown gold when you take into account how far ahead Alec was. When you kill someone who's on kind of a kill streak, you get bonus gold, bonus experience. So that's really what Battle needed, and just kind of a good roam, good counter engage, and honestly the first real skirmish we've seen in this game tonight. We've mostly just seen Hickman roaming around the map, finding advantage numbers here and there, getting clean kills. So first little skirmish there. Not too much of a team fight, though, as Hickman was mostly.
Can we see the gold?
See the gold again. Yeah, we talked about gold advantage. It's caught up a little bit in the mid lane. We take into account right here, 7,800 gold to 7,200 for Battle's mid laner. Pretty big gold differentials, though, in the bot lane.
I see Mr. Lamb sitting on almost 2.
Yeah.
Their bot lane both
are sitting on a lot of gold.
Everybody's sitting on a lot of gold.
Yeah, so Battle can buy a lot of items here.
They need items.
Unfortunately, though, there's almost a 3K gold difference in the top lane.
Is there really?
I didn't Father Bard, about 57 to 8,500. So much gold difference in the top side of the map. But we are seeing the gank. Like we said before, the 2v1 situation, they need to find this gank. Not going to see the ultimate, though, coming out of you-know-who it is. He's probably going to escape. Sam Broderson, knowing how to split push, understanding the pressure was coming, and he gets out pretty clean.
Personally.
And because of that pressure on the top side of the map, they saw that Battle Jungler was on that side. They're instantly calling for the Dragon. Great macro play by Hickman High School. Now focusing on the next neutral objective being the second Air Drake. And they know that Abdul is on the top side of the map. It's usually the jungler's primary responsibility to secure these objectives. Another clean kill going over to Tom Lawless, as well as they pick up the air drake, the second air drake of the game. Ooh! Misses the ultimate. Does look like Sir Klein is going to be able to escape there. Good reflexes on that Spirit Rush by Sir Klein, able to escape with that ultimate.
As soon as we thought Battle could get some kind of edge back into this game, Hickman just says, nope, sorry, and starts annihilating.
They hand another kill over to Alec Alejero, sitting 5-1 right now. He's so very strong.
Very, very strong. Not stronger than the Tryndamere, though.
Yeah, we talk again. We're going back to what Battle needs to do, and they're kind of just stuck in reactive mode right now. They're not really finding any proactive plays around the map. They're just constantly responding to what Hickman has to, what Hickman's putting on the table here, and it's because of that they're just not finding a foothold. They need to be the ones engaging. They need to be the ones finding the numbers advantage somewhere else on the map, and it looks like they're going to get starved out. Another bubble coming out of Alec Alejero in these sieging situations. Zoe just shines. That's a champion that Alec was playing. You see how much damage he's going to get with these bubbles, with these Qs. Almost one-shotting Sir Klein. Again, great reflexes by Sir Klein. Able to barely escape. I see Mr. Lamb does pick up a kill on Tom Lawless, probably tanking the tower. Does look like Hickman is going to secure this tower, though.
For Battle to get back into this game, they need to have Hickman be exactly where they are. Battle's top laner needs to actually leave the Tryndamere line. Needs to let Tryndamere get at least one of those towers so they can make a 4v5 advantage on the map, and maybe they can get back into this game from that.
I see Mr. Lamb, Kobe McCollum getting caught out a little bit by the team. Looks like Hickman High School trying to find a gank on him in his own jungle, and he just runs right into Butt Flaps 97. Sam Broderson picking up a clean kill after his two teammates weren't able to secure it in the mid lane. That's just good communication by Hickman High School. Again, now coming into the 26-minute mark, up by 7 kills, almost 9,000, 10,000 gold. That's a substantial amount. When you talk about professional play, it's about that amount right there when you'd say, hey, this game might be over here. But anything's possible in this high school league. Buttflaps 97 taking up so much damage from that tower. He has to pop his ultimate, allows him to survive for a little bit. He messes up, though, his escape ability over the wall. He's going to get ran down by Abdul. And he goes down. Shut down. Goes over to Abdul El Walid.
That must have meant a lot of gold.
The Warwick. That probably was a lot of gold. He did only have 3 kills, but finally, though, with him going down, this pressure they have in the mid lane, or on the top side of the map. Ultimate coming out of Tom Lawless doesn't look like it caught on anyone. Another bubble coming out, though. How much damage is that going to be? Oh, it doesn't land. Sir Klein and LG Story 36 doing their best to defend this tower. That's really all they can do at this point. That's why we say every week in and week out, that you guys have to draft some wave clear. Luckily enough, this team does have a little bit of it to stall them. Stall this game out a little bit.
We'll give Battle some credit. It is 27 minutes into this game, and Hickman hasn't taken a single inhib tower, and they're up 9k gold.
Yeah, it's that's true. Maybe is that less though about Battle making stronger plays, or more about Hickman just making the wrong macro decisions? Oh, but why do you need macro decisions when you could just one-shot people?
Right.
Hey, Tom Lawless, Alec Alejero locking him down and just destroying that Warwick pick, who was traditionally a tank. Again, I see Mr. Lamb caught out again between a rock and a hard place. He's getting bamboozled by this frog man, this little girl, and the boar riding lady. Not a whole lot this Ice Queen can do. Unfortunate for the bot lane of Battle High School. Just very, very unfortunate situations they've been put into all game.
I don't know how. Do you know how Battle gets back into this game, Ben?
Again, we talk about wave clear. That's really what they need to do. They need... Preferably, it might be past the point right now where they could have forced even like a 5v4 situation. Essentially, if they could find picks, if they're able to find Tom Lawless, find Alec caught out somewhere on the map, and they hit him with an Ash arrow and just pop them instantly, that might be a shot for them to win one of these fights. But the way they're playing right now, they're just waiting for Hickman to engage. Oh, actually, we're seeing a fight going on right now. I was incorrect, because here they are. Battle's trying to take the initiative, finding the engage. Nelmore's tanked so much damage. He does get stunned. You know who it is, 77. Picks up the kill on him. Looks like Hickman might disengage from this. Not quite sure. The bubble landing by Alec Alejero. Oh, so much damage going out to Sir Klein. That's easily 75%.
They need to go top. Never mind, that tower's going.
Yep, and see, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about split pushing.
Yeah.
Multiple members of Battle aren't able to respond to Sam Broderson in the top lane. He gets that tower for free.
They did exactly what I said they needed to do.
They need to find the engage.
Did the
Yep,
advantage.
the numbers advantage.
Yep.
But, yeah, okay, so there we go. There's the start. They're finding some kills. They didn't lose that mid tower. We see the arrow coming out. Not going to land. There's no one on this Baron. So that ultimate he will not have up for the next couple of minutes here. And another dragon is about to spawn in 40 seconds. Specifically. Well, actually, we see... Oh, caught the last little bit of it. Yeah, you know who it is, 77, getting caught out once again. We talked about the engage that Battle has had, but for being honest, Hickman High School finding so many picks in this game.
It's actually... Being on this game how it is, it's really unfortunate that Hickman is about to get their third Cloud Drake. Because Cloud Drakes give you out of combat, or not actually out of combat and normal just movement speed, which means they can go around the map, go wherever they want faster, and just destroy the objectives that they need to.
Yeah, that's correct. Cloud Drake's granting. With this, they'll have 6% bonus movement speed. Tripled when out of combat.
Oh my god.
That's 18% bonus movement speed.
I didn't realize it was that much.
Yeah.
That's insane.
You get your third Cloud Drake. There's not going to be a whole lot that Battle can do when trying to disengage from this team. They can throw out maybe Braum ultimate. That's about it.
Now, I will say, something that doesn't happen very often in this league, or just in any LCS component, the Hickman's top laner is Flame Horizoning the Battle top laner. Flame Horizon means that there's 100 CS difference between the champions, which is very substantial.
Yeah. Okay, we talk about 15 CS being 1 kill, 100 CS. That's... I'm not even going to do the mental. It's Friday again. We're not going to do the mental math here. Again, though, they're up 9 kills, 3 dragons, 6 towers. No objectives have been taken by Battle High School. This might be it coming down to the wire here if they cannot defend. Tom Lawless instantly just going down. The camera can't even keep up with how quickly Hickman High School is tearing apart these health bars of Battle High School.
Theoretically, the Tryndamere is 11 kills up on the day it tracks by CS. It's not
see
okay.
so many members of Battle High School having to respond to Hickman. The split pushing comp working out nicely. Sam Broderson.
They deal with the Tryndamere.
B-Flaps 97. Yeah, getting the free inhib tower. Although he might have overstayed a little bit. Is he going to get out here? No, he's going to get locked down by the knockup from Father Bard. He pops his ultimate. The Braum passive's going to go off. 4 procs stuns him, and he will pick up the kill. Now, we see multiple members of Hickman High School on the Baron. It's the other neutral objective on the other side of the map. When taken, it's pretty big win condition for teams. Great charge coming out by Sir Clyde. Tom Lawless goes down instantly. You know who it is. Also picks up a kill on Alejero. And with that, they might pick up the Baron. This is the foothold that Battle needed to get back in this game. We see Nelmore on the outside of the pit trying to steal this objective. He's so low right now. Doesn't look like he's going to find it.
Oh my god. Did Battle just find a foothold back into this game?
Battle High School with the Baron pickup after the picks. We're going to go back now as the teams recall. See exactly what happened. They pick up the kill on Sam Broderson, overstaying just a little bit, allowing Battle High School to find the pickup there, and they run right into Hickman on this Baron objective. Multiple ultimates and knockups coming out from Battle. They secure exactly the picks we talked about. They need to get Tom Lawless. They need to get Alec down. They kill them both, and they're able to get this objective. Great job on the wall defending against Nelmore. He's kind of trying to find the steal, but they throw out enough damage to kind of tell him, hey, maybe you shouldn't come to this pit. And because of it, they pick up Baron.
That's insane.
Yep.
We said, how does Battle get back into this game? Well, Battle created their own way back in this game for sure. That was nasty.
Yeah, thank God we were able to go back and watch that instant replay brought to you guys by Veterans United. Thank them so much because we wouldn't be able to see that without them. So thank you, Veterans United, for bringing us that instant replay. And that might be the instant replay that Battle needs to get in this game. We'll see a couple more plays like that, and they're going to kind of close this gold lead. They are down still by about 9,000 gold, still down by 7 kills, and 3 dragons. But that Baron pickup will stall out this game a little bit longer. Baron gone over to Hickman, that likely would have been the end of this game.
They're down by 9k gold, but can we check the gold? 5k of the 9k. is
in the
on the
side.
top lane. So there's a 4K gold
Yep.
between all the
Yep.
champions.
And this is the situation
otherwise.
right here that we're talking about. See, they numbers advantage. All 5 members of Battle High School are sitting in the mid lane. They do know that Sam Broderson is sitting top alone. So this is the opportunity that Battle needs to engage on. They have the numbers advantage, and they need to do it now.
What are they doing?
Or they have, it looks like they're opting
No.
to not go
No,
for the
no,
fight.
No.
And they're going to try to respond to Sam Broderson.
No.
They're not going to make it in time, though. And B-Flaps 97 is just going to get the tower, or the inhibitor, for free. When an inhibitor goes down, it will start spawning super minions in that lane, making it a lot easier for him to push.
I mean, okay.
Ooh, ultimate coming out by Nathan Elmore, going on to Sir Klein. The bubble's going to come out as well. Not going to land on him, though, so he's going to stay alive.
Being the player that I am, that was really bad for me to watch.
Sir Klein is trying his hardest to defend against all of this damage coming out. Oh, and Abdul trying his best also to find an engage. That's what they need to do. They need to risk some of these riskier engages to find these picks, but he goes down. They're just not strong enough.
They needed to take advantage.
Oh, the bubble
earlier,
coming out
but
onto
then Alex just
picks up
destroying them.
Kobe
Oh,
McCollum.
God.
He has not had a good game. The marksman for Battle's B team sitting at a 1-7, just picked off constantly this entire
Talk about
game.
marksman. I'd say Alec Alejero is a better marksman than all of
the
them this
sniper
game.
right now
Woo.
for Hickman High School. And right now, that's currently 3 members of Battle dead to rights, sitting on their death timer cooldowns. They're not going to be up for a couple more seconds, so it's going to be a free tower for Hickman. We see 2 members of Battle desperately trying to defend it, almost taking down Tim Peters. He narrowly survives with his life thanks to his shield ability. And they looks like they won't lose that mid tower quite yet.
Will they really not lose anything off that?
No, yeah, it doesn't look like they get anything for that.
Interesting. I mean, except for the fact they have 11.5k gold lead, of course.
There's that.
0
that's
towers. I mean,
that's a decent gold lead.
yeah, it's a little bit.
But I like it, though. I like the spunk that's still in this battle squad. Nathaniel Klein, Sir Klein, sitting at 3-2. Really, really good for his team comp right now. He hasn't died once. His entire team has died 18 times, but as of yet, he has not died once. So that's really what you need to see. Your carries need to stay alive if you want a chance to win any of these fights. And we know that this Ari is going to start coming online.
Maybe Nathaniel's trying to compete against Cameron.
Oh, man. Oh, you'd say move up in the middle. I didn't say any of that. We're going to talk about inter-squad competition here for different roles. We did miss a pickup, though, on the other side of the map. Kobe McCollum picked up another kill on the mid, actually on the mid laner for Alec Alejero. That's huge. They could potentially
It looked
get
like
this.
this
Streak, yes. Now, there are so many minions, though, coming in on the top side of the map. They will need to defend against this. But for right now, Battle High School is opting to engage on the Elder Drake right now, and that's...
Battle needs to do this. They're doing the right, I'd say the right...
Oh, but we are seeing a TP coming out of Sam Broderson. He's going to end this game.
Airtrucks needs a TP. Airtrucks needs TP. TP.
He's unable. He's in the middle of this fight. They do secure the dragon, but Sam Broderson, he's just smacking away on the tower.
Oh, no.
We're seeing the teleport, though, coming out from Sir Klein instead. No one yet has gone down on the side of Hickman High School.
No.
They're just stalling the recalls of Battle High School. And Sam Broderson, the substitute top laner for Hickman High School, he's single-handedly trying to end this game. And he will. Blood Flaps 97 smacking
Hickman
away at the next tower.
Game.
Single-handedly running down the tower. Woo. That split push composition executed to perfection. Again, ladies and gentlemen, that was the substitute top laner for Hickman High School. Crazy stuff over there.
That's insane.
Pretty exciting finish for this win. I guess I was saying before this whole thing went down, I really liked the spunk coming out of Battle High School, though. No matter how
really
far down,
good.
they were still trying to find those engages. And I think they just were in that mindset a little bit too late. They needed to find some of those picks closer to the mid-game, closer to the 20-minute mark, closer to the 15-minute mark even, where they had the lead wasn't so far ahead.
Yeah.
They needed to find those numbers advantages earlier on, and they might have been able to pull out a couple teamfight wins, putting them in a better position. Did enjoy that Baron pickup kind of towards the middle part of that game. Did stall out a little bit longer. They had a little bit of a chance there, but unfortunately they weren't able quite to execute that composition when they needed to.
It looked like oh God, what was I going to say? I forgot.
Yeah, it's
I
okay
forgot
though.
what I
And
was
with
gonna
this,
say.
again, we're talking about storylines a little bit here, though. Hickman High School picking up the win over Battle. That was the only squad that they lost to last round robin. In the first round robin, Battle's B squad did give Hickman High School their only loss in the first 3 weeks. So they come back around and they tell them, hey, you know what? you're not going to beat us the second time around, and with a substitute top laner at that. So anyway, though, that was really, really exciting finish. Hats off to Hickman High School, currently now sitting at a 5-1 record for the B team rosters, sitting solidly in first place. And we're going to get set up, though, and jump into the B team games just a little bit. 18 games. We just had the B team games. It was so exciting. It's Friday again. And so don't click away from those browsers. We're going to be right back with the A team rosters of Hickman High School and Battle High School. So stay tuned.
I like to. I like to. I like to love you every day. I like to love you, love you. I like to love you, if I may.
So you guys think you're good at Fortnite?
Nah.
Yeah, so we know you guys do think you're great at Fortnite, so that's why we are hosting weekly Fortnite tournaments for Columbia, Missouri, of all places. And if you guys want to prove that you're the best, come out every Tuesday from 5:30 to 9:30. Play some solos, play some duos, cash prizes for first, second, and third place, as well as some side fighting game tournaments just for you guys. So all you guys who like Dragon Ball, if you guys like Street Fighter, if you guys like Tekken, come out because we're working on a thriving college. Well, not just college adult community for you guys to come out and play games like Fortnite, because we know you guys think you're great. Time to put your money where your mouth is, actually. Because currently, if you want to talk about who the best Fortnite player in the world, not in the world, I guess in Columbia, Missouri, right now, we actually got to say that it's this guy right here. This guy right here is currently the #1 Fort player in all of Columbia, and he's challenging all of you guys. He's been the winner of the last couple of tournaments, and he's challenging all of you guys. He thinks he's better than all of you. And so we're challenging all the fraternities in town, all the middle schoolers, all the... Oh, yeah, well, him and Kevin. But, yeah, so this guy right here, he's the real winner. Then he wants to take you guys on. So, shout out to our Fortnite challenge. See you guys every Tuesday from 5:30 to 9:30. Again, though, coming back, though, kind of boiling things down now tonight for our League of Legends, Ukatsu High School eSports League. And what's coming up now is going to be the A-team game specifically. But while we're waiting for those teams to get ready, they're currently figuring out their drafts in the pro draft system. We're going to thank our sponsors, Columbia College, Armstrong Teasdale, Veterans United, Hawthorne Bank, and of course the Ukatsu concession stands over there. It wouldn't be possible if you guys didn't come out here and enjoy your games, if you guys didn't visit the concession stand and get some snacks when you guys are feeling real low, real hungry, feeling it. Check out the concession stand. You won't find prices lower than that anywhere else in this building, so that's where you want to go. They're healthy, guaranteed, and that's where you guys want to go. Anyway, though, so we're going to be jumping into the A games here very shortly between Hickman High School and Battle High School. We just saw the B team games. What do you think of that, Jeffrey? Well, what do you think of those B team games?
It went very interestingly. Battle just... I don't know. Hickman took advantage of Battle very well. Hickman rotated. They took objectives. They just kind of clobbered them in a way that wasn't a clobber immediately, but they eventually found their foothold and just kept on going and going. Yeah, and something that, interestingly enough, like we said, it did look pretty much like a smash for the bots or for Battle in general. But we did hear from Alec Alejero, the mid laner from Hickman High School. He said it was a lot closer than it should have been. So maybe a little bit of pressure there. Battle was the one that took off a game from them the first round robin. So either way, though, so we're going to be jumping into the A games right now. If coaches are ready to go, I don't think we actually said their names the first time around, but the coaches for Battle High School is Coach Michael Salmons, student at Mizzou, and then, of course, Ben Bruce, the coach of Hickman High School, who's also the coach of the Mizzou League of Legends team. So pretty exciting drafts all around. And here we go, we're going to be getting into bands.
So, yeah, here we are, jumping into the picks and bans for the A-team rosters for both of these teams. Looking at it, of course, we see the Respect band coming out, the Darius against Michael Zhu, Dark Quacker in the top lane. If you guys didn't know already, Dark Quacker Michael was a Diamond 1 League of Legends player last year. Pretty exciting. That puts you easily in the top 1% of players in the world.
And if you watched last night, He was on Bjergsen's stream, and Dark Quacker just absolutely destroyed the best mid laner in the NA.
Yep. Again, you guys, something else that happened last night, just for reference, like Jeffrey was just talking about, is on stream. So there was live streaming this game. Michael, a high schooler, again, he's a junior for Hickman High School. He went and he beat solo in lane, the best mid laner in North America, a professional player, someone who makes hundreds of $1,000s every year. He took down Team Solo Mids, Bjergsen, in lane in the top lane. So shout out to Michael Zhu, high schooler, Columbia, Missouri of all places, smacking down the LeBron James of the NALCS.
Yeah.
That's really exciting. Great job you taking down a professional. Maybe you'll be on stage someday, Michael, taking him down for the real games out there. But you are a high school student right now, focusing in on these A-team games in this Ukatsu High School Esports League. So coming out in the bans, we took away the bans, took away the Fiora, took away the Darius being one of the most comfortable picks.
He's playing
a Dirt
Malphite?
Quacker. Yeah, we'll see about picking a Malphite pick, a very different pick. Again, it's a very, very good top laner. He's played a different champion every single game, every single week. And the top lane, though, coming out for battle, though, they've swapped lanes. Scrumpy, Nusa El Walid, the sister of Abdul on the B team game, and of course Jared Lovelace, hidden gamer 20. Sometimes they swap jungle and top position, but they're both getting both their comfort picks. The Alawi for Scrumpy into Dirt Quacker, and then of course the Vi pick for Hidden Gamer 20. Again, another comfort pick for Battle High School.
Gotta admit, Hickman's comp is confusing right now. I
Yeah,
see him Malphite, which is good, very, very good engage, but it takes a while to ramp up. See the early game, Kane for the jungler, which also takes mid game to get good, and then Ziggs, which have we seen a Ziggs this
No,
split?
I will say though, one of his comfortable picks, the Lux, that how one plays, how's Wong in the mid lane for Hickman High School. He really likes this Lux pick right here. He's played it almost every game. The one time he didn't play Lux was the only game they lost actually to Rockbridge specifically. And so he's on Ziggs, gets a similar kind of control mage from the back line. He does like to throw out abilities from the back. And we see the Swain pick though going over to Battle High School. Interesting from Ben Bruce. He's very, very I guess in the know when it comes to the meta and the actual scene for drafts. And Swain is one of the most contested picks. Very meta, very, very strong. Went on blue side because you get to first pick it, and they left it up. So I guess they had to do the comfort ban to Vladimir. Vladimir being Cameron Clapp, Ruling Oceans, his one trick essentially. He's a top 100 Vlad player last season. Pretty crazy. And so they took that away from him, but he gets Swain this time around. A very, very comfortable carry pick for Ruling Ocean. So we're going to see if Cameron can carry on that. Different pick, though, or I guess a different player for Battle's A squad this time around. Fateful Salmon. He's actually Gabriel Clapp, actually Cameron's brother, his older brother, on stage with him in the AD carry position for Battle High School. He used to be on their roster last year in the exhibition season, taking a little bit of a break. And now he's back, though, has to sub back in for Charbel, unable to play for the foreseeable future in this week. And
very
so, again, very unfortunate. I've seen a lot of free Charbel, hashtag free Charbel statuses by all of the battle players, but unable to play right now. So, again, Cameron's brother coming back on stage. Something that's really unique to Battle High School is they have so many siblings playing on this team. You think of Abdul, Anusa playing, their brother and sister, the Clapp brothers coming in. And on the bot lane, though, coming in for both squads, we see the Misfortune for Gosubot, Matthew Gosubot Perkins, and the Karma for Renee Cookie Tellman. Very comfortable pick, the Karma pick for Renee. And Misfortune, interestingly enough, has been a pick that Matthew has been playing a lot of in the last couple of weeks. He's been playing the Korean Conqueror build of Misfortune and just tearing it up in the solo queue ladder. Yeah, very fun to watch. We're going to see if he does the same thing this time around. He's actually climbed all the way back up to Platinum 5 in the last couple of weeks. So Matthew Gosubot really on a tear here. Again, and we talk about Dark Quacker a lot, but Matthew is the other carry, actually arguably the primary carry for Hickman High School. So on a comfortable Misfortune pick, something he's had a lot of experience on. Got to wonder if, when looking at the players and what they're thinking of drafting, did maybe the coach of Battle maybe let that slip through? They see a pick that he's very comfortable on, but who knows? Matthew's able to play a lot of different champions.
And for Renee, we see just a Janna in these varsity games, just overall, but there's not a single ban for the Janna, and no one picked a Janna.
Yeah, probably due to the fact there's a recent patch in the last couple of days that decreased, kind of nerfed her a little bit, decreased some of that movement speed, decreased some of that health, yeah. But then we see comfort pick going over to Evan as well, the Soraka, something he's played a lot of. And I kind of like the Karma pick along with the Misfortune. They have a lot of poke, a lot of pressure in that lane, and Soraka's going to try to heal it up, but they're going to try to keep him low. I wish we would have seen maybe an Ignite. I'm actually very, very confused why Karma, Renee Tellman, did not take Ignite,
There's
the
not
summoner
a single
spell.
Ignite
Yeah, because Ignite is a summoner spell that basically applies grievous wounds. It reduces healing, and both the Swain, the Alawi, and the Soraka, their primary like a kind of trait that makes them so very annoying is their ability to heal. So in these team fights, these characters are not going to die easily. And you got to hope, then you got to wonder, is the Ziggs, is the Misfortune, are they going to build healing reduction items early on? Because this has become a common theme when we see Swain or the Alawi, is they just don't die.
Yeah.
So it's going to be up to Hickman High School. Are they going to itemize correctly, or is Battle High School just going to win with these superior picks?
Now, we all know that Hickman is looking very good right now, but besides from how Hickman looks, Ben, what team comp or which team are you think that's going to win this game?
Honestly, Battle 100%. You think of in these team fighting situations, the Alawi's not going to do as much. They don't have the ability to lock them down, but all is going to come back down to this Swain. Swain is honestly really, really disgusting. And is Hickman going to be able to kind of slow him down? Are they going to be able to stop him? Do they have enough CC to stop him in place and stop him from getting onto Gosubad, getting onto Hao? And I don't know. Swain is incredibly strong this patch, or I guess last patch, and they didn't really even touch him this recent patch. So he is still just as strong.
Very, very interesting. I gotta admit, at first I was super confused on Hickman's team comp. And then I saw the bot lane, and I'm like, okay, they are looking for that early game pressure from their jungle to their bot lane, seeing what they can do, and letting that Malphite ramp up. Maybe they'll leave him alone in lane, try to sit back, and then once that late game hits, they will have the Malphite that just murders a team fight.
Yeah, we'll see. Again, Dark Quacker, very, very good at winning lanes single-handedly. He's one of those players that the coach specifically has said before that the macro-wise, he's trying to work on that a little bit, even though we see constant crazy teleports coming in all the time. But honestly, he's more about the mechanical play, just being able to stop his lane individually. But we're going to see on the Malphite pick, a very unique, very different champion. Once again, he's shown and proven that he can play tanks, he can play carries. And see how well he does on this Malphite pick. Expect to see a lot of teleports early on. It's always what he does. And the Alawi doesn't have a way to interrupt this teleport if it happens. So that's something that we're going to have to see. Maybe it depends if Scrumpy has to use her teleport to get the lane, or maybe she won't be able to match, or we're going to have to see.
At the same time, Malphite has to waste his ultimate to stop Alawi's teleport.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, correct, though. Either way, though, we're going back into the game for Battle High School on the blue side, sitting at a 2-3 record. Currently in the top lane, we have Anusa, Scrumpy, El Walid playing this Alawi pick, the Tentacle Lady once again. Pretty scary. It looks like a tank, but actually more of a bruiser. Builds more damage, deals a lot of damage, sustains up in fights. And in the jungle, we have Jared, Hidden Gamer 20, Loveless. Again, they swap off and on, and I've really only seen him play Vi in the jungle. He puts out a lot of pressure. Seen him a couple of times gank almost 3 times as much as his jungle counterpart, and still even in CS. So that's pretty exciting to see. And here in the mid lane, we see Cameron Clapp ruling Ocean, the Vlad One Trick flapping his cape. Actually, currently, if you guys were here live in the studio right now, Cameron Clapp is actually wearing a robe itself, the Naruto Akatsuki outfit, along with his brother. Over here, actually, Gabriel playing the Zaya Fateful Salmon, also wearing an Akatsuki robe for the night. Very exciting. They actually coming in this game pretty confident, actually, against Hickman High School. And, of course, we have Evan 737 Young in the bottom lane on the Soraka pick. A pick he also has a lot of experience on.
For sure. And then for the top lane, we have Michael Darkquacker Zhao playing Malphite. He's this big rock monster, builds armor, very, very tanky, can be very, very nasty. And then for the jungle, we have Bo Ren, Uncle Angel. He's playing Kane. Kane's this guy that takes a few minutes to ramp up, but can apply some good early pressure. For the mid lane, we have Hao Wan Hong.
Yeah, Hao Huang, yep.
Okay. He's playing Ziggs. He's this little itty bitty dude, very annoying, throws a bunch of bombs, very weird.
Yeah, likes the range. It's picky, just like the Lux pick that he's so comfortable on. He can attack from a lot of range, does a lot of damage later on in this game.
And then for Hickman's bot lane, we got Matthew Gosubot Perkins. He's playing this Misfortune. She is this pirate gun-slinging lady. Can burst out very good damage. And then for Hickman's bot lane support, we got Renee Kuki Tellman. She's playing Karma. She's let's just say a mage that can
really
burst
annoying.
damage, shields, heals, tethers, whatever. She's very versatile, and we'll see how this game goes.
Yes. So we've announced all the players once again, and we've kind of said what comp we like to see, but we like to hear from the audience actually. Right now, Battle, do you guys think your team is going to get a win? The upsetting at Hickman High School tonight. Let's hear for Battle High School, guys. All right, we'll see it. I think Battle has had upsets before. And for Hickman High School, the away team currently actually a pretty good showing for many people are in the audience. Let's hear for Hickman High School, everyone. All right. The cheer-wise, I see hearing the players themselves cheering out. We're going to see, though, is the audience, are they giving them enough energy? Will these teams be able to harness that and throw it out there on the Rift? Now, already in the mid lane, Cameron rolling Ocean Clap, getting poked out by the Ziggs. How, again, has a lot of range on the Ziggs pick. A lot of, like, he throws bombs from pretty far away.
Throw big bombs.
More range than the Swain pick here, so early on, he's just going to have to take it.
Like I said earlier, looks like Hickman, for the most part, is going for that early game pressure. Hopefully they'll take advantage of that, trying to stomp in some lanes before battle starts to scale and get kind of scary.
Well, and something that's pretty common of Bosun, Uncle Angel, Ren, everyone's called him Bo. He loves these lane ganks. Not really sure, actually, he's actually a Chinese native, and he's just here, actually, in the United States, just to study. And he found this League of Legends team. It's really exciting. But here he is, though. Maybe it's something that's more unique to China. I talked with their coach previously, but he loves these lane ganks. It's not something very usually. He comes in from behind in these bush. They can't really see him. Yeah, Battle currently has no clue he's in that bush. He's actually left the lane already, though. No gank yet, so a little bit of wasted time. And actually, maybe Jared Loveless potentially not going to go for the gank. He should be going for the gank, though, with how pushed in they are. Not really sure why. Maybe thought they were a little too low, potentially.
Maybe there was a vision ward, something.
Oh, we're actually seeing a TP coming out in the top side of the map. Ruling Ocean trying to help out Scrumpy, who's decently low into Dark Whacker. Might have been kind of a useless teleport. Not quite level 6 yet. He's just pushing in the... Honestly, he's kind of just taking away the experience from his top laner. Yeah, you see Bo coming in for the counter gank here, essentially.
Don't finish that back.
Yeah, both of Battle's players are decently low, but Bo coming in, taking a lot of damage for his trouble. Cameron Ruling Ocean did just get his level 6. He goes deep. They do pick up first blood onto Bosun Ren, and Scrumpy picks up the kill on Dark Whacker for the first time. Actually, pressure coming out from Battle, and they're actually able to take the lead early on in this game.
That was exciting.
It did look like a misplay almost by Battle, coming in kind of early on that teleport, but instead they turn that fight around. So here they are, actually. Scrumpy and Nusa is thinking about recalling in the top lane. Uncle Angel coming in for the gank. He does miss, though, that ability onto Cameron Ruling Ocean. Cameron does hit 6. Yeah, they both hit level 6 here. That means they get their ultimate abilities. The flash coming in from Cameron allows him to dive under tower. The tentacle shot does land a little bit of damage on to Bo. He goes to Uncle Angel, and then, of course, Scrumpy picks up the kill, the remaining kill onto Michael Dark Whacker.
That is not good for my... Wait. Does that Malphite have a phage?
Malphite does have a phage. Not really sure what that means for this Malphite pick. Normally, traditionally a tank. Oh, more pressure coming in the mid lane. Ruling Ocean, another kill. Onto How 1. Very different look than the traditional Hickman games. Most of the pressure coming out from Battle right now. Again, we talk so much about teams having to respond to Hickman and respond to Rockbridge traditionally by their plays around the map. But this time, Hickman,
Battle's
the one proactively. And what I like the most is they're challenging the top lane. You see the pressure up there. Traditionally, the top lane's a lane that's just constantly in the lead when we talk about this Diamond 1 top laner. But choosing to TP up early, and now they're taking away the red buff from Bo. He does smite. He does get it back in return. Good smite by Uncle Angel. Not going to get denied here, but Cameron Ruling Ocean. 3 members of Battle High School behind enemy lines trying
here comes Hickman roaming up.
But yeah, exactly. We see Hickman bot lane roaming up. So much damage coming out of Hidden Gamer 20. Not quite level 6 yet. If he was level 6, Ghostubot might have died for those troubles.
What is happening?
Nothing happened. Yet no pressure coming out from Hickman. They come up here, nothing happens, and that just allows Battle's bot lane to farm for free. It almost looks like mistake after mistake coming out from Hickman High School. Very uncharacteristic of them early on in this game.
I am very confused. This game is going really well for Battle. they're roaming right, and Hickman is just making mistakes, and Battle's taking good advantage of them.
Very uncharacteristic. We'll say, though, Battle's bot lane, Gabriel Clapp and Evan Young, they were down a decent amount in CS, but because of Gosubot and Cookie making that decision to kind of come mid, try to find that collapse, Battle was able to find some reprieve and CS and try to catch up a little bit. Looks like Bo is potentially looking for a gank here, but Battle, not knowing that he's there, they're still backing off. Yes, I think they're slowing back down. But gold where it needs to go. 2 early kills and an assist going over to Cameron, ruling Ocean Clap. Again, he's the primary carry of Battle High School. Normally,
10 CS?
Yeah, mostly we see sometimes he not able to scale up, and he's constantly dealing damage, but sometimes his team is just so far behind later on in the game, he's not able to carry. He's getting ahead early.
What's gold difference for...
Not too much.
1,000. 1,000 gold.
In the mid lane.
Yeah.
See, another lane gate coming out from Uncle Angel. Not going to be able to lock them down. That's something about this bot lane to be said. They don't actually have any hard CC to lock them down for these ganks. So Battle High School, again, just playing safe. That's really all they need to do. And that's something we were just talking about a little bit ago with Cameron trying to get to a point in this game where he can just deal damage and solo carry. His team kind of just needs to slow it down and not feed while everyone gets ahead. And so far, Battle High School is doing an excellent job, not falling too far behind, not giving away any kills. And Battle High School finding the initiative, finding the proactive plays. And hats off again to Cameron and actually Jared Lovelace hitting gamer 20. So many ganks early on. Only 1 assist so far, but he's been kind of all over the map.
He's also destroying
Uncle Angel in CS. Correct.
It may not look like much. 10 CS doesn't look like much for just normal laners. But when you're talking about jungle camps, they only give 4 CS per camp. So when the enemy jungler is 10, even 20 CS up, it's really
multiple
substantial.
Camps, correct. These camps do take a little bit of time to respawn. I think slowing back down, 10-minute mark. Battle High School is up by almost 1,000 gold. Not a bad start, up 2 kills. But we're going to see, though, here, when we talk about a scaling game, though, Swain aside, because Swain's just a very powerful pick, Battle High School does scale very, very well when you think about the flash coming in by Gosubot, stopping the escape by Hidden Gamer 20. Cameron roaming down his ultimate. But 4 members of Hickman High School are collapsing on them. Might have been a misplay by Cameron. His ultimate's still active. He's still doing so much health, but it's okay.
Collapse. Oh
so many members of Hickman High School do collapse, though. Woo. And they find the 2 kills on the jungle and the mid laner. They immediately turn that into an Infernal Drake. Fire Drake, again, we talked about the passive buff it gives. Fire Drake is arguably one of the best dragons. It does grant. It was stolen! It was stolen! Stolen by Gabriel Clapp with the ultimate. Amazing play by the Clapp brothers so far. Battle High School is not out of this. Wow, again, they're coming back. Hickman High School with a 5-man kind of counter gank onto Battle there in the mid lane. Pick up 2 kills, immediately turn that into a dragon, but stolen by Battle's bot lane.
Ben, I'm getting sweaty over here.
So much damage coming out of Gabriel right there as well. Wow. This is so much action. This is a very, very exciting to see. And the question is going to be, though, can they keep it up? Yeah. And again, scaling-wise, how Huang is going to be so scary later on in this game.
Besides from
Cookie taking a little bit of damage from the tower right there.
Besides from the game that the first.
Yeah, Jared coming in for the evade. He's level 6, so he has his ultimate. No. Is he going to get the lockdown here? No, he's not. Oh, we got to calm down. There's so much energy going on over here.
Like I was saying before, besides from the game that Rockbridge we played against Hickman the first time, this is the first time we've seen a team actually somewhat compete against Hickman 12 minutes into the game.
Yeah, and you got to wonder, though, can they carry that over? Can they translate that into a late-game finish? They're going to let it stall out because we know Hickman, as we know, they're very, very good. Their A and B teams are very good at just making those proactive plays and dictating the pace of the game. They're the ones that find, like we just saw a second ago, 5-man ganks, 4-man ganks elsewhere on the map. Can Battle keep it up? Is Battle able to keep it up and actually turn it into objectives? Because right now, other than that steal they had, they haven't gotten anything yet for all their trouble.
It looks like Michael's going for a Triforce on
Triforce Malphite. Here we go.
That's something I have not seen, gotta admit. Very creative. Usually see that Frozen Gauntlet, maybe Frozen Mallet, or something Frozen, but no, Triforce.
Not bad, though. Scrumpy, Anusa Elwali, I believe she's bronze. Oh, we missed it on the other side of the map. A kill going over to Gosubot.
Interesting.
We just missed it onto Gabriel Clapp. So much damage going over to Evan as well. He's probably got a recall. He's not going to be able to defend this tower. But another kill going over to
Jared
Hickman High
needs to
School.
get by and protect this tower.
Yeah, well, I was just talking about, though, on the top side of the map, Noosa's actually ahead in CS.
And a level.
But she's getting ganked right now by Uncle Angel. She's going to have no help right now unless we see a teleport coming in. But both whiffs coming out
She
from
could've
both
2v1'd.
Scrumpy and Uncle Angel. Probably could have 2v1. We've seen Alawi a couple of times, specifically played by Jeff City. And multiple times we've seen him 2v1 in multiple situations. Kind of get stronger when they're up against multiple people. But the first tower of the game does go over to Hickman High School, the bot lane tower. And that's something that this matchup does. Both the Misfortune and the Karma pick, they have a lot of range, do a lot of poke damage. So kind of preventing Battle from being able to really fight and defend those towers. And that's a pretty early tower, 13 minutes. And now this is going to be a little bit of trouble for Battle because now that they've taken that tower, they're either going to lane swap, likely, or they're going to just try roaming to other lane and forcing favorable situations. Yeah, we see it right now. We see the lane swap coming in from the bot lane. They're coming top
I don't
lane.
think this is a lane swap. I think that, well, I mean, it is technically a lane swap. But this is Hickman's bot lane coming top so they can 3 or 4v1, take that tower, and get even a bigger advantage in this game.
Yeah, either way, they are going to force a 2v1 situation. Oh, Scrumpy stopping the recall by Dark Quacker. Great flash! Oh my god, those reflexes by Anusa. Excellent flash, avoiding Michael's ultimate. She is likely going to go down, though. She didn't have ultimate. Gosubot picking up another kill. Great flash, though, avoiding that for a little bit of time. Now, 3 members of Battle responding in the mid lane. It's a 3v3 situation now. It's something to be said, though, even though they're going to force these number advantages across the map at Hickman High School, we will say the solo laners in the Swain and Scrumpy and the Alawi pick do well in 2v1 situations, even 3v1 situations. So that's something to be said about Battle's composition. They are going to be okay for the most part, or I guess better off than some teams are. But the damage coming out from the Swain pick, Bo barely surviving with his life. Woo!
Ben, I need to sit down. Wait.
Multiple members of... You are sitting down, Jeffrey. Multiple members of Hickman High School getting very, very low there. That's the damage that is the Swain pick. Already has his Rod of Ages. As time goes on, it will continue to get stronger. It's currently at 4 stacks right now. And it will eventually get
30
to
CS
10.
up on Cameron?
So in 6 more minutes, he's going to get even stronger. But we'll say, though, Hickman High School is up by 2 kills. They've now secured the gold lead. They have 1 tower. And when it comes to sieging, though, Hickman High School, or Battle High School, will have to find full-on engages, full-on aces to secure objectives because Hickman does have a lot of wave clear. Ultimate being burned by the Alawi. All those tentacles coming down, dealing a lot of damage, but no one to lock down Hickman's players, so it's kind of a useless ultimate. Multiple members of Hickman High School, though, collapsing on Scrumpy. She's alone in almost a 5v1 situation. She's just deciding to kind of go, walk away, not lead them into the rest of her team. That's a clean kill over to Hickman High School. Again, Matthew Gosubot Perkins, currently 3 kills up right now. And actually, even in top lane, Michael Dark Quacker sitting at 2-1. I didn't even know he picked up 2 kills. There's been so much action.
He picked up 2 kills earlier when he TP'd down bot for the 5.
The mid one.
Yep.
And right now, though, they're currently translating that into the Rift Herald, one of the other neutral objectives monsters on the side of the map. Rift Herald, when killed, they'll be able to spawn it in a lane, and it'll push the lane for them. Ooh, Flash being burned by Jared Lovelace, hidden gamer. 20. Not likely going to get stolen here. Yeah, Dark Quacker doing his best to zone him away. Oh, misplay on the blast cone. But he gets on the right side of the map. 3 members of Battle are responding to this right now. The ultimate coming out.
Who got it? I have no...
By Gosubot. How did secure the Rift Herald. Oh, and just superior team fighting by Hickman High School. Easily picking up 3 kills onto Battle right there. Unfortunately, not enough members of Battle were able to respond to that. We did see the teleport and the top laner roaming down, or the mid laner up there as well. But a 4v1, 4v3 situation, and a good ultimate by Gosubot.
I would have been bot lane, pushing that tower, taking that Drake they see with that control ward, and just try to push their advantage somewhere else.
And Rift Herald being picked up by Renee Cookie Tellman, being spawned in the mid lane. See the big crab-like creature. About to run in this tower. So much damage on the first push. It deals damage kind of, I guess, collectively with the same amount of health it has. So the more health the Rift Herald has, the more damage it does. So a little bit less damage because it has less health. But again, better. Now the macro plague's back in the hands of Hickman High School. Great rotations. So they understand that Rift Herald's going to keep Battle in the mid lane. So they immediately rotate to Dragon. Maybe a little bit too late, though. They kind of deny that vision. later than they would have liked. So Battle does know that they're on this dragon. They are able to respond.
Gotta say, looking at earlier game, Hickman was making mistakes, but they have definitely made a comeback.
Oh, the flash again coming out by Gabriel Clapp. He is a madman. Doesn't go down. It also doesn't get stolen. It was picked up by Hickman High School, though. Multiple members of Hickman trying to run them down. We do see How going down, and Bo is running away. Currently, that's a 1-for-1, though, with the Dragon going over to Hickman High School. Oh, two for one, actually. Because Cookie, Renee Tellman did also go down in that fight. We might have got the replay a little late. Actually, we're going to see. We're not quite done yet. Michael Dark Quacker is kind of playing with the members of Battle, not letting them recall yet. I don't know if there's a lot he can really do on his own there, but Battle's still hanging in there. They are down by 5 kills now, 6,000 gold. Very quick turnaround by Hickman High School. Yeah, we'll see here now as things are slowing down. Well, maybe not. If we can go back and maybe see exactly what happened in that Dragon fight in this instant replay brought to you guys by Veterans United Home Loans. So right now in the Dragon Pit, it's getting real low, and Faithful Salmon, Gabriel Clapp, flashes over the wall, and he ultimates, trying to steal it like he did the first Dragon. He doesn't quite go down right away. He does deal a lot of damage to Gosubot, though, and that's really what kind of puts him in a difficult situation. The rest of Hickman collapses on the rest of the pit, and they do pick up 2 kills. They do lose the Dragon. Thank you, Veterans United Home Loans, for giving us that instant replay. And here we are again, though, back to the neutral game. And this is, though, where Hickman usually has the advantage. Battle High School not really sure what to do here. You can just tell there's 4 members in the mid lane, 5 members right there in the mid lane. They have no clue what to do other than to defend this tower. Oh, we're seeing a lot of damage though, coming out of Cameron Clapp, pulling back Gosubot. That's who they need to kill. Gosubot needs to go down, specifically if he's going to ultimate. If they aren't able to interrupt Misfortune's ultimate, they're likely going to lose a lot of these fights.
I think I still prefer Battle's
team
fight right now, even.
Is there any way for them to initiate? That's going to be the real question. Are they going to continue to get poked down by the Misfortune Qs as well as the Karma's abilities? And they've really got to watch out for the ultimate. I like how Evan737 and Faithful Salmon, Gabriel and Evan are staying pretty far back, avoiding the ultimate from Dark Quacker. The ultimate allows him to kind of rush to a really specific point and knock everyone up in kind of an area of effect. And so they need to stay out of that range, or Michael Dark Quacker is going to pretty much take them out.
Don't I didn't realize? I didn't realize that these guys are in the NALCS. They are a RAM name.
Yeah, wait a second. That's true. No one's really taking the initiative on the macro side of the map. No one's really making any productive plays, and there's all 10 members of this game sitting in the mid lane, honestly accomplishing nothing. But otherwise, we see Hickman, though, taking the initiative. They're going to the bot side and the top side of the map. Both the AD carry and the top laner pushing those waves.
They need to take a fight.
Yeah, and this was Battle's opportunity to pick that fight. They did see both members. It was a 5v3 situation if they wanted to engage.
But they're too late.
Now we're seeing, now they're recalling. Oh, to be fair, Evan is a little bit low for him to heal. We're seeing the ultimate coming out of Dark Quacker. He does knock up Ruling Ocean. He flashes away, pops his ultimate to recover some health. But the ultimate coming out from Gosubot shreds everyone on top of How. Honestly, I'd consider How to be the backbone, the spine of Hickman's team.
Really?
Not really talked about too much, but he's just consistently in the back dealing damage. Something you can't really deny is that How deals damage and he does his job on whatever picks he has.
Yeah, for sure.
So multiple ultimates, though. Ultimate wombo combo coming out by Hickman High School. Really disgusting to watch. Gosubot does go down, but 3 members of Battle also go down. So this could be a tower. Maybe not. It looks like they're backing off instead. But Michael Dark Quacker rotates to the top side.
Triforce is nasty.
Yeah, he's really wailing on that tower. And currently, we saw the initiative be taken by Battle early on in this game, but right now, the ball's back in Hickman's court. They're really the ones making the plays all over the map, kind of deciding when they want to fight, where they want to go, and Battle is left in a situation where they have to just respond.
That's
no proactive plays being made by Battle anymore.
Bo went Dark and Kane, which isn't interesting. That's typical, but he actually went a Duskblade. He's looking for that nice burst damage on someone that's usually more sustainable, more teamfight oriented. Yeah.
Potentially maybe trying to blow up Evan737, the support for Battle High School. He's the healer, the medic, the hospital ambulance
Just the
kind of
everything.
character. Yeah, if Evan is alive on his team, it could essentially means if he plays his job right that he will not be going down, or none of the teammates battle will be going down. But yeah, so either way though, Hickman High School turning it back around. They're currently up by 6,000 gold. And that's something I was worried about. Again, Battle very early on, finding the initiative, finding those plays. But that's something you see, I mean, that's pretty typical of a lot of teams. Is do they know what to do after that? Do they know how to translate that lead across the map?
I mean,
and they weren't able to get any
yeah.
objectives. They don't have any towers yet.
Considering everything, the fact that they're only up 7k gold at 24 minutes, Hickman usually ends the games right around now.
That's true. That is a very good point. Hickman has ended multiple games at around this time period. So good. Probably, again, Battle did do a pretty good job early on. They did win the early game. That is undeniable. But again, when we're entering this late game here, it's going to come down to superior team fighting. Battle, I will argue, like you said before, they do have a better composition. I do like their picks. Maybe not composition per se. I do like their individual
Team fight,
picks
maybe.
and how strong, like specifically like the Swain is. But the team fighting by Hickman High School is pretty incredible. Ultimate coming out by Dark Whacker, trying to save his life a little bit. Great flash. He's probably going to escape here. Will not have the ultimate here. The ultimate popped by Scrumpy,
Big
and she's just
Zigzag
sitting
and
on
an
top of
F-ball.
Gosubat's ult. She also gets knocked out by the Ziggs. And that's what's carrying these Hickman fights.
Very good collapse by Hickman
Yeah.
when they just
Yeah.
decided Michael was the main target, and Michael didn't even die.
And it happens so often. They dedicate so many resources to deal with this Diamond 1 top laner.
I don't know
but
what you're
instead,
talking about.
On the other side of the map, though, Gosubat, he's got his ultimate is a cone where he just shoots a bunch of bullets. It's called bullet time. And it deals so much damage if you stand in it or no one's able to interrupt it. On top of the giant bomb that Ziggs is able to ult from crazy distance. And you just put those ults on top of people, and they're just melting. We looked at these damage charts at the end of this game, and I guarantee you that Gosubat on Matthew Perkins on this Misfortune pick is carrying his team in damage. They have now picked up the Baron, one of the win conditions to end the game of League of Legends, to allow them to push waves even quicker. Right now, they're currently rotating to the Dragon pick instead. This Air Drake will secure them. Bonus movement speed, like we said before. Currently, they are actually last game, the B team roster for Hickman High School. They secure 3 of those Drakes. I'm not really sure why we're going into team fight mode there. But we switch it right back. Here we are. You can look at the rosters here again. But across the board, though, interestingly enough, though, for the first time, we are seeing a CS lead in the top lane and the AD carry position and the mid position and the jungle position. Every lane other than support is winning in creep score, but of course they are down in a lot of kills. And that's probably actually why they're not ahead by even more gold on Hickman High School.
If battle can just last, I don't know, 5, 8 more minutes, I think they can start to get the items necessary for them to maybe start winning these team fights. Maybe they can come back and actually win this game.
And at least, you talk about your win conditions again. It's these ultimates right here. The ultimate coming out from Michael on top of the ultimate from Matthew. Malphite and Misfortune wombo combos for days. 2 members of Battle going down, specifically ruling Ocean on the Swain. He's the one that's kind of in the stopgap, kind of really repelling them with how much damage he's putting out.
Well
Clean pickup by Hickman High School right there, and they get the inhibitor. With the Baron push here and 2 members of Battle still down for 17 seconds, they might end the game here. Not really sure. Can Battle High School repel this onslaught? Fateful Salmon also getting really low, having to flash, heal away. Bo going way too deep though, flashes as well. Gets shut down by Gabriel Clapp. They are knocking on the Nexus towers. The 1 tower goes down, 2 towers about to go down. But the members of Hickman High School are responding. Hidden Gamer 20 with the ultimate, huge pickup. Ghostbot also getting low. Oh, the flash coming out.
That's
from
an
Cameron
ace.
as well. That's an ace for Battle High School. They do lose both of their Nexus towers, but the game is not over yet.
That was
Also, TP coming out from
exciting.
Scrumpy. They're also going to secure a tower in return for their troubles here. All right, the game is not over yet. It did look like it. Like right here, you see all 5 members of Hickman High School are sieging this tower. They get Fateful Salmon really, really low here. Ziggs doing so much damage. He ultimates, saves himself for a little bit, heals, flashes away. Bo goes way too deep though, and he goes down. But essentially, kind of throwing away that for sure victory for Hickman High School. Instead though, because of that delayed response, Battle High School is able to respond their mid laner and their jungler, and they go in real deep. Able to secure the ace on Hickman High School and even pick up the tower
6K gold now.
on the top side of the map. Again, Battle's still in this. I love their plays early on. And that kind of proactive team fighting is what they needed kind of in the mid game there. They had so much pressure early on. it just fell off. It's like they didn't know what to do. We have like the instructions on how to build the first part and the second part. I don't know what to do when we get to part 3.
I think
it's a bunch
the
of question
problem
marks.
is no one really has been ahead of Hickman's main roster like
that's
this
true.
before.
What do you do? It's true. For when you take that into account, some teams, traditionally you talk about Rockbridge, you talk about Hickman, they are winning games in 20 minutes. And so a team like Battle or a team like Jefferson City, who maybe aren't so used to having that early lead in the first couple of minutes, they weren't really sure how to translate it because they for sure had the lead. They undeniably were winning that early game. But again, the superior team fighting by Hickman High School, when you talk about win conditions, their win conditions are land those ultimates. And for Battle, don't get hit by the ultimates. Don't get hit by the ultimates or interrupt the ultimates. And they're just getting hit over and over, getting picked off. And right now, they're at the point of the game where Hickman is so strong, they're just knocking down all the towers. I don't know if they can repel this team fight right here. They might have a chance to stall it out a little bit longer, but I still think Hickman right now. I'd say Hickman right now still has lethal. They can probably end the game right now if Hickman isn't able to, or Battle High School isn't able to win this fight. And you think about the Alawi pick. Alawi, a comfort pick for Scrumpy. Huge damage coming out, but they don't have a real way to really lock people down in that ultimate. She's using her ultimate, but she's kind of just then sitting in Gosubot's bullet time. There's nothing she can really do. So maybe if they're going to continue using this Alawi pick, they got to find something else to engage on. Oh, the ultimate though coming out from Faithful Salmon, able to avoid the ultimate from Malphite. They do kill Gosubot. He goes down. So many members of Battle though are really low. Evan doing his best to keep everyone alive. Same with, but the flash coming out by Dark Quacker does secure the kill on Cameron Clapp. The ultimate a little late coming out by Scrumpy. So much damage coming out. Oh, Bo goes down as well. Faithful Salmon has secured enough health. He's healed up so much. Oh, but Evan does go down. But Hao is still alive. Cookie secures the pickup.
That might be game.
Yeah, that's 2 members down. There's no one else alive. That's an open Nexus as well as Super Minions. Oh, excellent team fight though.
Oh my God. Hickman took a really nice fight. Looked like it was a little nasty, but they take the win. Hickman is now 5-0. It's tied with Rockbridge, and it's very interesting. Very.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they had it there. The whiff by the Dark Quacker ult onto Faithful Salmon. Great job by Gabriel Clapp to ultimate to really avoid. Actually, the replay saved a little too late there, but you can see right at the end here, Alawi doing her best to deal so much damage. She also kills 2 members right there with her ultimate. But the damage coming out from Karma, something that you don't see on support too often, deals so much damage and does kill Gabriel Clapp in the end there.
Wait a minute. Renee has an 80 vision score at 30 minutes.
Yes.
That's so good. I'm scared.
Yeah, talk about vision. That's true. A vision score in particular, it was 85 in favor of Renee Tellman compared to Evan's 30. So I guess when you talk about picks, some of these ultimates coming out, and that's what they were finding. They were finding these little engages on Battle when they weren't ready for these ultimates, and a lot of that is attributed to vision. If they knew where the Malphite was at, likely would have gotten hit by so many of those ultimates. Yeah. But great vision denial by Hickman High School. Great pickup, great team fights. Battle High School, great initiative.
Great showing tonight.
Yeah, that proactive play is what we want to see.
It was nice. It was great.
And again, I think you hit the nail on the head there. What do you do when we have this lead? I'm not used to being what we do now. And that's kind of what it looked like. They really weren't able to translate that at all. But it's okay. It's a good showing by Battle High School. Again, they were the underdogs coming into this match. But again, teams are adapting. Teams are learning. So that's very exciting to see. This does wrap up the second round robin of the Ukatsu High School Esports League.
GG.
So we only have 3 weeks remaining before graduation, before finals, before playoffs. So again, 3 more weeks. The most important weeks for teams, I guess, like Rockbridge, teams like Hickman. Again, thank you, Jeffrey, Galaxy Fox Mullen, for being on the desk with me tonight to cast with us. These were 2 very, very exciting games.
Very exciting.
Good way to finish the second round robin. Congratulations to Hickman High School picking up 2 wins. Great job to Battle High School. Great showing. Everyone's evolving. Everyone's growing. And thank you to our sponsors, Columbia College, Armstrong Teasdale, Veterans United, and Hawthorne Bank for making this entire league possible. Yep. And for everyone else, for all of you guys in the audience, whether you be parents, teachers, sponsors, thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting your local high school athletes, high school gamer athletes. We're all athletes. This is, hey, esports. Either way, though, thank you guys for coming out. And hope you guys have a safe weekend, and we'll see you guys next week.
Good night, everybody.